On the battlefield, I'm a warrior, ready to kill or be killed.
Welcome
I've
to
defeated
Creative
orcs from the
Plane
north,
Podcast Network.
sent
Join
Kandorian
us
demon
as we
spawns
review
back
our
to the
favorite
depths,
RPGs,
and drank with
collectible card
Sumerian
games,
heroes.
MMOs,
But when I get back from a
video
hard day of
games,
disemboweling my
PC
enemies,
games, and
I
bring
enjoy
up
nothing more
interesting
than to
topics
open my
and
castle
things we'd like
doors
to
and
share
find
with
a
everybody.
dungeon crate as my reward
Sit back
for
and
blood
enjoy the
well
show.
spilled. Designed for role players and tabletop gamers, Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service with a treasure hoard of loot you can use on or off the battlefield. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handcrafted items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. So what say you? Are you ready for postal glory? Oh boy. DungeonCrate.com. Let the adventure begin.
There it is.
Okay,
So-
you want to know what RG8
Well, yeah,
wants?
if you know, he's pretty much almost fixed,
Uh-huh.
and I have a blue to whatever I'm going to add to him. What would he
Oh,
like?
so close. Like, so close to affording it. Costs $3,350.
Okay, so you're a friendly little astromech. You
Yeah,
really
what would-
want to know what he would like.
I would really like to know what he would like. He's been told
Okay.
to do all this certain stuff, and he helps me.
No.
That I'm just asking his opinion. Doesn't necessarily mean I have to get it for him, but
Jim,
Uh-huh.
so close to affording this.
Oh, God.
EX Sidewinder Repeating Blaster.
ooh,
Damage 12. Crit 3. Range long. Encumbrance 8. HP 4. Price $3,350.
it's a cannon.
Rarity
Where's
7.
that
Special.
price thing?
Auto fire.
It's at the
Cumbersome.
very beginning.
Cumbersome 5. Pierce 1. Vicious 1.
Damn.
How does auto fire work?
Autofire, basically you say I'm spraying the room, and if you get 2 advantages, you can spend them to hit another target. Or hit the
Not
same
at
target
very
twice.
beginning.
It's really good.
Carrie, what are you looking for?
The Viber on that same
Page
chart.
160.
160, okay. 167 for the.
Beast writing rules.
Yeah, 161.
Ban for the.
Why? I'm Puggeta. I am not the beast.
Damage is
No,
plus
but I'm
1.
looking at the beasts that you can ride.
It's your
in this.
brawn plus
You
1.
could ride me. In the menu.
No, thank you.
Oh my god. I just realized if I got the that gun, that'd do like 14 damage a hit.
Damn.
And with auto fire, hit the same person
Yeah.
twice.
So you get multiple. Well, every 2 advantage you get another shot. So you could spray, hit main target twice, then the guy next, depending on how many advantages you get.
That was really good.
Yeah. So if you'd like to know what he would like, for one, he would like a force field generator. Pretty
Yeah,
sure you
I think that's a little out of my price
it's a
range.
little out of your
Sorry,
price
Luigi.
range. Okay, he would definitely like a.
But see, it says the range is engaged, but I can throw them too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
3,350 is a lot of money.
It
Yeah,
is.
but you've already lined up more work. I mean, we're going to get more work, so.
We got a fence now.
Uh-huh.
We got a legitimate person we can buy guns from.
How about this? RG would like a. Let's find where it is. A comm jammer.
So he wants a comm jammer like mine?
Yeah.
So you can jam comms.
Yep.
Does he promise not to use it online?
Sure.
Reggie.
You assume he says yes. You get a distinct affirmative.
Okay. Because that I can afford.
I'm saving up my money.
That, and he wants you to put on the ship a astromech unit.
What do you mean?
Basically, it's one of the little things he pops into. So as opposed to him sitting in the cockpit jacked into the ship, he wants to go down to his own housing. Sort of like, the X-Wings have.
Okay, how much would that cost?
Let's see.
Because that might come out. That would have to come out.
Because
of
this
that.
would let him jack into the ship.
Well,
from
we've been
outside.
putting lots of money to the ship fund.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the ship.
Then again, I mean, is this just for comfort for him?
Yeah.
Well, it's convenience because he can get in and out of the ship.
Well, he
Without-
already can get in and out of the ship.
No, it's actually a little harder for him to get outside the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
In
So-
flight.
I mean, depends on how much money we're spending.
Yeah.
Because if
That's
you
why I
have
wanna
the
know how
jack,
much
you
it
can
is.
jack right into it.
Yeah, because if
But is it like? I mean, convenience is good and all.
Uh-huh.
Depends how much it costs.
Attachments. Astromech droid socket is $3,000.
Yeah, no.
yeah, we
That's
can't
too
afford
expensive.
that.
Not
And
for,
it takes 2 hard points.
not for your convenience.
2 what points?
2 hard points.
Hard points?
Ships have hard points and how many modifications you can do to it. Pretty much all of your gear has hard points too, so you can mod your gear.
Oh, that's the HP.
Yeah. Astromech sockets are typically found in starfighters, shuttles, and the occasional airspeeder installed during construction and fully integrated into the vehicle's systems. The Astromech droid socket allows an Astromech droid, typically one of Industrial Automation's R-Series droids, to access the ship's various systems through its Scum interface. A droid installed in an Astromech socket adds as co-pilot, engineer, and or radio/weapon systems. Operator assisting the pilot during combat, monitoring onboard systems, performing astronavigation calculations, and repairing damage on the fly. Most ships can benefit from the inclusion of an astromech droid, especially those not equipped with an astromech socket. For these ships, Industrial Automation sells a standalone astromech socket ready to install in ships not already equipped.
And that's the 3,000 price tag.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to take a while, Reggie, for us to afford that.
The benefits you get range from enhanced damage control ability to the ability to make hyperspace calculation jumps. When installed on larger ships, this attachment represents one or more single socket for a system, but for you, it's one
It'd be
socket's the
two.
whole system.
I assume it's so expensive.
And
'cause
you can
we're
also
not
get automated
included
droid
in what
ejection
we're making
system.
a ship.
No, we're not putting it anytime soon, but we'll look at it
Yeah.
maybe when
Yeah,
we're.
I like how he asks for the most expensive things.
It's not stupid.
Well, it then gives a crap ton of things he can then do.
Yeah, we just can't afford it right now.
Like-
do all those things anyway.
Well, no, that would give you full access to him doing damage control, plotting courses,
Yeah.
co-piloting, boosting the shields.
Yeah.
Well, how much money does the ship fund have?
Only 2,620.
Sorry.
Did you drop a full
But
size?
actually hit me on the way down.
Luckily,
On
it
the
was
point.
the lighter book.
Oh,
Lighter.
okay.
Oh,
Because
it's gonna fruit.
the base books are pretty thick.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's an accident.
Get her again. She had it going.
Hey, shut up. The ship-
She's new to the
Fine.
crew.
You told me to.
No, the ship only has 2,620 credits.
Okay, so now that you guys have pretty
Yes,
much
it has that much because no one has been siphoning the funds.
so now that you've pretty much got the cannon installed, what do you guys want to do next? What's next in the game?
Well,
it's got to be something action packed because Nirr needs to shoot something
yes.
else.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
but the thing is, that means we have to do it on a spaceship or something, or on a planet.
Well, we could take
So-
a job. That's
Like job that's a raid
Exactly.
or something.
Does one of your
Contact?
Remember, you got the Rodian
contacts have
contact
the,
too.
yeah, let's call the Rodian.
My contacts don't give. Like, I didn't choose any that give jobs because we already have some.
Yeah.
Rodian.
Well,
We
the
can call
fence.
the
The
Rodian.
fence can always give you some work sometimes.
Well, I mean, I'll
Because the
ask.
fence is kind of what Badger was. From
And that
Firefly.
one Twi'lek guy, he was Blue Sun or not Blue Sun?
Black Sun.
Black Sun.
Black Sun.
I'd rather not deal with him. I'm sure he's got something for
I
us.
don't like
Uh.
him.
Let's deal with the Rodian. Let's call the Rodian.
Okay, so who can call the Rodian?
I'll do it.
Okay. Chime in the little thing. Hey, what's going on?
Got any more jobs? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
He's got to embrace Puggeta. Hold on.
We have finished our most recent contract. Do you have any more jobs?
I shall look to see what is available. What kind of work are you looking for?
Something slightly more interesting than taking person A to place B.
Maybe person C to place D. Ha! I make a joke.
Very funny. Very.
So what kind of work are you looking for?
Hopefully high paying. That was a joke. Anything
ah,
involving bodyguards.
Wet work?
Did I say that? Network? Well,
Assassination.
yeah.
What?
That's we're.
Anything some crews wouldn't do.
Now remember, just add a
Violence.
character.
Yeah, help us out there.
So let's get out of character because remember both Ree and the Hutt are hired guns.
Yes.
Look at this little pay scale of what jobs pay. Give you an idea of what you're looking for. Maybe that'll
Ah.
help. Those are the kind
I'll
of
get us
jobs
there.
hired guns are notorious for taking. That's the clichéic ones.
What time is the thing tonight, by the way?
7 o'clock.
What thing?
We're
Absinthe
drinking
tasting.
alcohol.
Mercenary jobs, maybe.
It's an absinthe
Bodyguard, mercenary.
Demolition.
Well, we don't really have anyone with demolition.
tasting. Yet. Sounds like you're interested in
Oh, I'm not
yours.
getting demolition. So, anything bodyguards
Christmas
or
jobs.
maybe enforcing, mercenary. Actually, not enforcing. Enforcing doesn't pay anything.
Yeah, we want the good ones.
Mercenary, bodyguard.
So bodyguard.
Mercenary, bodyguard, yes.
I will look into some bodyguard work. How far are you willing to travel? Only in Hutt space, or are you willing to go to somewhere else?
Somewhere else.
The core
okay with
worlds,
someone
Hut
else.
space. There's jobs in Hut space.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, nowhere too deep in the Empire, of course.
The Empire, always bad for business.
But, outskirts,
Yeah.
Hut space.
Here we are on the raggedy edge.
just trying to keep your shipping gas. Okay, so
I will contact you shortly.
and that's a good place to wrap that up there. You never know. Maybe your bodyguard work will cover you there. Here, give me RG.
Our next job is going to be some bodyguard work.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll get some
Something that pays
input.
well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Or are we
so
doing mercenary work?
Bodyguard.
What? Body work. Bodyguard work.
body work.
So what you need is some Bondo on this space. Yeah.
Okay, so for bodyguarding, anything you want to throw out there that you would like to do besides a lot of action? We need lots of action.
Yeah, we need some shooting.
I like the political stuff, but like I was
Okay.
doing, but also
Political
action.
stuff.
Political stuff.
So we'll be
Fraud-based adventures.
bodyguarding a political figure on the outskirts of,
There you go.
on a, maybe
Well,
something
hold on.
that is
I gotta find
under
the
the
table.
table because they couldn't go with their regular.
I gotta find the
Okay.
table again. Because I know I'll find the prices for what usually for good government.
You know.
Any particular
Gotta get
species
married,
we
gotta
want to
murder
bring
my
up
wife. I
there?
got killed in a frame for it.
We can always
Simply
always
cool.
protect huts.
If you don't have your
You don't have anything.
Because actually, I've got the race in mind. I already got something starting to formulate there.
Gonna run to the restroom.
I mean, I assume the more the pay job is, the harder it is.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we're talking
Gotta love the Maverick.
famous person.
Oh, you pull it back to cock and lock it. Bam! Now you can shoot.
Whoa! No one was more surprised than me.
Probably should have pointed at your face.
Hey, we got eyewear on it. We're safe. You're screwed. And then you can do the Russian
See, bodyguard
Russian
jobs.
roulette mod on that, so the actual cylinder comes all the way out.
Criminal or imperial client, 2,000 to 500. Famous public figure,
Yeah, dude, for $9, it's a great investment. Nerf Mavericks are awesome.
most
Our cats
Steampunk
hunt those
guns.
down.
most steampunk guns are.
famous public figure, 5,000 to 10,000. Less public figure.
That was awesome.
Pretty cool.
I'm liking famous or lesser public figure. That's 3,000 to 8,000.
To kill?
No.
Are you reading to kill someone? Because that sounds like the assassination
No,
chart.
that's bodyguard jobs.
Oh, okay.
Mercenary jobs go from 6,000 to 20,000. That seems the highest.
I say we don't go for anything less than 5,000. Because that means everyone gets 1,000 credits.
So that
there.
means we're protecting a famous person if we want to do bodyguards. Though,
Okay.
guys, want to point out, since we're 4 to 6 members in our group, the fee for a small group, the fee for us for a mercenary job would be 6,000 to 20,000. I'll point that out. Highest paying thing, we have the number of people to do that. Go into that market.
Well, think about it. As bodyguards, you have a pilot to drive the plane around.
I of course would have enlisted as an officer. That extra 2,000 to 10,000.
I don't think it quite counts that way.
Thank you. See you next week.
See you next week, guys.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Okay, so welcome back to Star Wars Scum and Villainy. So let's everybody go around the table and introduce ourselves. As I elbow.
Hi, I'm Kellie. I play the Twi'lek smuggler pilot named Ovasu Salva, captain of the compensation.
I'm Kerrie, and I play the Sakiyan called Villainy, but Re for short. And I'm a hired gun mercenary.
I'm Zander, and I play Puggeta the Hutt, the brains and brawn behind this operation.
I play Nirr. I am a gunslinger.
And Trevor, our guest star for the day. Introduce yourself.
I'm Trevor, and I play the Rebel Spec Force Infiltrator.
Who's actually a hired mercenary. And what's your name?
Come up with a name.
I gave you a character sheet and a piece of paper.
His name's Bob.
I like the fact that in his title it says Infiltrator. They'll never expect
Let's just call him Rush.
His name is Tivor.
Tivor. Ah, I love it. Oh, no. Trevor. Because that's what when we were getting him registered and the person kept calling his name
Trevor.
Because his name's Trevor, and he kept pronouncing it as Trevor. We didn't really know.
Let's go back to the first one. That was
Trevor.
Let's go with Tivor.
Don't really need to explain
Tivor. Less explanation. So everybody go ahead and roll your light side, dark side points to get started. Roll that dice.
Am I this dude?
What'd you get, baby?
I figured make you this dude. We're bigger and more menacing.
Ah, dark again.
Wow.
Somebody's better roll some light side.
Two light side.
What does that say about your character?
Can we point out light side, dark side, dark side?
And what did you get?
I'm just going to have to roll yours because...
I am
dark side again. You're the only one who saved us.
So let's just say
dark
that
side and
I think
two
this
light
definitely
side.
proves that the Hutt is the best among us.
Morally,
physically, mentally,
I think not.
in his
every
mind.
sensually,
Ew.
And I'm sure the
Jackie Lee.
Oh, I'm not sure where you're going with that.
I'm just saying things that end with Lee.
Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee.
Eventually,
Funky? Puggeta and the Funky Bunch?
I don't think so.
Puggeta and the Funky Bunch is already a thing, and it sold no album so far.
I wonder why.
Because it was really just Puggeta eating those live frogs, and their squeals was the background music. Okay. So, when last we left off, by the way, did you change on the compensation? Your bottom turret has now been replaced with a quad turret?
A quad turret?
Yep. I will give you the stats for that.
Remember, we did that whole quest.
Yes, I remember.
Quandaries.
Moral quandary. Can you really call it a moral quandary when
moral
everyone's like, we delivered our package.
Excuse me,
our reward.
So-
I was
We
the
did
only one that was
Which is it
not.
replacing?
So, it's going to be the...
Yeah. Isn't it funny how it's the Hutt who was the one who was,
She was nice to
was-
me.
it's
Obviously, she finds me attractive.
and the Twi'lek loved your cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm saying best case is we get paid and then the pirates could have kidnapped her, but they had to fail their job.
Well,
So what was the name of
there
this
were two
gun again?
Give me just a
incompetent
Yeah, I know.
They weren't incompetent. They just rolled one bad roll. You guys want me to say it's incompetent when you guys have one
best
bad roll?
case scenario is
They had bad luck.
we could have delivered her, and then they just kidnap her. We still get paid. Worst case was what happened. Well, no. Worst case was everyone died. We just had a pretty bad case.
It went It was
So,
successful.
here is what's being replaced. Quad laser cannon.
Quad laser clad.
Quad laser
That is a horrible name.
What? You're the one who gets to use it.
So
on
pretty
the
much
ship.
the only thing you're
Yeah, no,
the 6 to a 5.
Yeah.
It's still close. It crits on 3, but it now has the ability of, and you'll want to remember this, Zander.
Yes.
It has accuracy 1, which means whenever you're rolling dice, you're rolling a blue extra dice, even without aiming. And it has linked 3, so for every time you get 2 advantage, an additional laser bolt hits, and you can do it up to 3 times. So if you roll 6 advantage when you're shooting at something, 1 blast hits, 2 blast hits,
And
3
you can
blast.
choose multiple targets.
Because Puggeta
Well,
is
no,
our
it's
gunner.
basically when you're shooting one person, or you can spray an area.
That's why I would have.
I was just noticing the scratches on your arm. My God.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
I dealt with a Rancor, you know.
Oh, okay.
Also, remember we made. Well, I
A red
made.
core monster.
I made contacts. So we have a non-illegal weapon maker,
Uh huh.
a fence, clearly illegal, and a black market, clearly illegal. So.
Okay, so when your Rhodian buddy set you up with a job, my friends. So, your contact will be on the planet Ryla.
Really?
Yes, Ryla, the Twi'lek homeworld.
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
What is the problem?
He is having current disputes with ex-employees. His name is Twi'lek
Unions.
of Clan Orsavoro.
Do I know this name?
Give me a knowledge. I'll give you a blue die since you're Twi'lek, even though you're clanless.
Clanless.
Basically, it's your intel roll since you have no ranks in it.
Ooh.
Against 2 purple, and you get a blue. So, Trevor, keep an eye on this. You might want to watch. She's rolling her dice to find out.
I got one threat.
So basically, you suffer 1 strain, racking your brain,
God,
sitting there,
I know that name.
hitting your
Such a
forehead,
headache.
going, "I know that name. Where do I know it from?"
It'll come to me later.
Okay. You may have heard or not have heard of your illustrious employer. He will be paying you to act as bodyguards to protect his personage while he is conducting some business.
And how much will he be paying us?
Oh,
His-
sorry. What's
his-
the name of the planet?
Ryloth.
Ryloth, the Twi'lek homeworld.
Ryloth.
He will be paying in the realm of 7,000 credits for this bodyguard job.
And I assume our expenses in protecting him will also be paid.
Within reason.
Of course.
The reason being, we need the money.
And if what I've been told is true, he will also possibly be offering other compensation.
In what form? Donkey Donkey.
Yes.
Probably spice. Oh.
Which
With this, you would have to discuss with the venerable
Melange?
Twi'lek.
well, so
And he basically gives you
Wrong
the
desert
coordinates.
planet.
we're getting paid, and our
I must have
expenses
fear. Fear is the
in
mind
reason
killer.
are getting paid.
Within reason, yes.
So like gas.
Well, once you get to the planet and you take on the job, yeah.
Okay, that's a good call.
Well, I mean, that's when we had to buy that clay pot. Really, I decided that all expenses in getting is also paid by the provider.
For the contract to be accepted, you must head out immediately.
All right.
When may I say that your arrival time is?
Should I roll an astro navigation?
You can just say it'll take you guys 16 hours from here to get there.
Okay, 16 hours it
Quick,
is.
easy, hop, skip, and a jump. You will be docking at the spaceport at Ronco City.
Ronco City.
There's actually a spaceport reserved for you. Covered parking.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Don't forget to put that screen up in the window so it doesn't get
The little
This is as a
reflective
planet
windshield.
The Hutt does not get it. Okay, let's leave.
Okay.
For those people who don't live in Arizona, it's like,
What is Arizona? Do not.
So on the trip, do you want to clue your
You may have
comrades
one.
into about Ryloth? Since you were local, I'll give you even the data page
Okay.
if you want to share any of that pertinent information with your crew. Since you're setting the course, you're plotting it. You
This is-
take off at light speed.
It's a desert planet. It's hot. It's dry.
It's
We
sexy.
pretty much do. Our families are. If you're not part of a clan, you're nothing. You're anybody's meat. Then basically, let's put it this way. Twi'leks aren't the nicest people, especially if they're in power.
But they're very friendly.
Yeah,
So whose clan protection are we under?
no one's.
Oh, your employers.
we are under our employers.
No, I'm asking.
But
If like a Twi'lek shows up, like which clan are you? I assume someone would say their clan.
the spice comes.
Someone
from-
who's clanless, you mean?
Someone
Yeah,
who does not know
someone-
that they're clanless.
Well, visitors to the planet will find it a world of harsh conditions. Much of the terrain is rocky and barren, blighted by Ryloth's sun. Tremendous heat storms roll across the surface without warning, allowing only the hardiest of creatures, like the armored Twi'lek, to survive. The weather is more temperate around the equator, where most Twi'lek settlements are located, including Lesu. Those Twi'leks who choose to the capital city. Twi'leks who choose to live elsewhere find shelter either below the surface or shielded behind mountain rock in cavernous cities like Kalaun or Ronku. As Ryloth's economy is primarily based on exports, there's little indigenous industry and almost all technology is imported. However, the Twi'leks are not technophobes. They prefer to maintain their position in the galactic community through bargaining and trade. As anti-alien prejudice grows in the galaxy, the Twi'leks, given their similarities to human, manage to dilute its impact on Ryloth by ingratiating themselves with Imperial officials. One of the executive CNR fleet systems found himself visiting Ryloth so frequently he built a corporate office in Kaloon caves. The real spice comes from here. Yeah, and if you be careful you don't get sold into slavery.
No one sells us the Hutt.
And
into
by the way,
slavery.
the
So
light.
even regular, just anyone can get shanghaied on Ryloth.
No, a Hutt does not
It's
get
not as
Shanghai.
likely as as a non.
Twi'lekian,
And-
Who
Rylothian.
forces a Hutt to labor?
And by the way, the armored lilac she referred to is this little beastie.
Oh my.
It's native to the desert.
That's
Twi'leks
a
don't like it.
nasty bit of
It's
work.
very large.
Your homeland is the worst.
It's got little eye
doesn't
stalks
seem
that
to
pop
You
up
know,
out of the
I mean,
sand.
It doesn't seem
Tatooine is starting
particularly
to sound like a
hospitable.
paradise compared
Let's
to
just
this
put it
place.
this way: Ryloth has two
That's why you
exports.
vacation from Tatooine.
Yeah.
They vacation to Tatooine.
Yeah, Ryloth has two exports:
Twi'leks.
spice and slaves.
Sounds like a good industry.
Not.
Yeah,
It's fine for a Hutt. It's what their economy's based on.
indentured
Both.
servitude, basically.
Okay.
Want to point out, that's like Hutt economy.
That's a Hutt stimulus plan right there. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys get there. The beautiful planet of Ryloth comes into your viewport as you head off into there. By the way, for those of you looking at it, you're going, "Oh my God, this is a desert
This great
wasteland."
big ball of dirt.
Yep, it's a desert. Especially you. I mean, you're used to
I know.
lush
I'm
green
lush.
planet.
This would be our hell.
Hutts
Okay.
do not do good in dry deserts.
Yeah, in our language, Ryloth means dirt.
Big ball of
Hot
dirt.
dirt.
At that point, your Leku rub against each other like dirty hands,
Yeah.
and you say Ryloth, and it means dirt.
I
Dirt everywhere.
do not believe Hutts do good in dry places.
Try to keep you in the shade.
Thank you.
Okay, so you get to the spaceport. It basically that you send the signal. It opens up. You get in, and the spaceport closes afterwards. Basically, you notice like 10 tons of dirt on the ceiling of this little enclosured spaceport area. So as soon
Dry and dusty.
what do you guys do before you're getting off the ship?
Get weapons.
Yeah. Making sure we're armed.
Okay, so you got your weapons. You notice that there's not really a security checkpoint or any kind of spaceport docking command here.
Oh, good.
Even though
we can take our weapons.
even though you did get Imperial clearance to land. There is still a hint of Imperial presence. Very, very piss poor, but it's there. It's more of a command and control type of deal.
Some people call it the ass into space, but I like the hometown feel.
Okay, so when you guys are getting your gear ready, you notice on your cameras, Ovasu, that someone's already outside the ship.
Okay. Do I recognize him or?
You look out, and there's, covered in thick, dusty robes is a blue Twi'lek that's got big, plump leku hanging out, a male. And he has a small entourage of about 5 or 6 different Twi'leks.
Okay.
And apparently a human.
So he's the same color blue me as I am?
He is a lighter blue.
I will go out to talk.
The Twi'lek behind him are of different colors.
Okay.
They don't seem to have any uniform colors.
Come with me.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Okay. Ramp comes down. You guys come out all badass and armored and
That's
shit.
right.
Well, I'm more
Very
slide
serenity.
down the ramp.
Okay.
You know,
Puggeta's
the sun
slithering
is glinting
down.
Off my metallic
Well, it's covered.
silver. Oh, never mind.
It's covered. They appreciate staying out of the sun here.
Yeah.
I would
Do you not
appreciate
remember a whole joke 5 minutes ago about how it's covered?
Yes. Okay, so
I want to buy a floppy Spanish style hat. Can we say that?
outside the spaceport, there would definitely be some vendors
I'm gonna
offering
get
to
a hat.
sell
Big floppy
desert
hat.
clothing. Because,
I'm
by
gonna
the
get a
way, if you don't have desert clothing and you
guys
guys,
are all at a
except for the
disadvantage.
Twi'lek, you all have a black dice because of the heat,
I
the wind,
assume
and
she
Well,
has-
we don't know Twi'lek, so we might buy dessert clothing.
yeah.
I'm not very.
Okay, that one took me a little
I'm
bit.
not-
That took me a few minutes.
I'm
to
not
like
very
see that.
protected.
Without
but
the
this
flick of the
sombrero is
tentacle to
delicious.
take off the S. Okay, so as soon as the Hutt comes out, you see the robust Twi'lek clap his hands, and basically his servants come spreading out. They close doors. They basically turn on some jamming equipment.
You can feel hostility
We're jamming.
bridling off me just to
And,
let you know.
and on your ship, you basically your comms go dark because they've been jammed. Ah, so you are the
Wait,
mercenaries.
did you come down with us?
No, no, only the.
I'm not.
Because that's why I'm asking.
A
Did
man
you come
of-
down and meet with them like us?
Okay.
I prefer not
Obviously,
to.
a man of
Okay.
great wealth.
Ah, excellent. See, Tavor, you're not the only bodyguard I have now. Tivor.
Even he can't remember the name.
That's what he gets for showing up to a game.
That's right.
You're not the only bodyguard I have protecting me now. Excellent. I feel very safe indeed. So, you have all come highly recommended. Is this all of you, or is there more? I believe I was paying for more.
There is one more on
Our
the ship.
pilot's still shutting down the ship.
Excellent. I have the spaceport reserved and privately locked down once we leave, so you don't need to worry about security issues. But I'd still recommend you pay one of the waifs out here to keep an eye on it just in case.
But before we leave with you, we must talk about prices and our deal.
I believe the price has been
Oh,
established.
yeah, it was
So
already.
it was established.
No, the guy said we were going to talk about it there.
Yes,
no,
we did.
the prices. But then there's
The
also,
bonus.
Yeah, the bonus.
Are you going to negotiate with him?
Yeah. we should.
It is in your nature. It really is.
I'm giving Reggie instructions.
What
before I
instructions
have
do you
to
give him?
disembark. Basically, that if anybody but myself or other members of this crew try to board this ship, to use whatever measures he deems necessary.
Interesting. Okay.
So, Char?
So it's going to be negotiations.
That's not skill.
Yes,
Oh, yes, it is.
It is.
And it's the same
Yeah.
skill.
It's pretty
But
much the same ability for you. And it's going to be against 2 red and a purple.
Two
He's
red.
very good at
and a
negotiation.
I'm not going to do
Shouldn't
this.
he,
No,
shouldn't
no.
he have a blue because he's a Hutt?
No.
No.
Doesn't work.
That's a skill that the Hutts have in the book.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
'cause they
It's you can end up buying traders your career
Nah,
and
then
get
I'm
that
not
ability.
gonna
You
do
can
that.
no,
Not
you can
You
try.
said that they have all black dice for everything.
Once
that
we're
doesn't
outside.
Count. Okay.
Yeah,
just
once
the
we're
red.
outside and
I was
they,
like,
if they're
come
exposed.
on, not the red. Just
No,
give
no.
them the
Well, no.
black.
What he's rolling against is this guy's
Discipline.
negotiation skill.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
then
his
no.
negotiation skill. He's
Because if I fail, which I have a good chance of, that means we get less money. So I'm not gonna.
Are you sure? I
Two
mean,
reds.
You can grab one of those light side points before I do.
So then I'll have a yellow and a green versus 2 reds and a purple. No, that's not
No?
a good deal.
Okay. Alrighty. So So yes, I'm glad you recalled that we previously negotiated the price. But I promise, if by the end of the week I'm still breathing, you will be paid in full, and I might, if you do a good job, throw a little bonus in there.
Well, I assure you, you will be breathing.
And of course, he gets kind of close to you.
Hopefully not on a respirator.
And if you're looking for further deals, I see that you have a beautiful ship here. I know some people that can set up some spice deals. I'm willing to sell you the spice for only half now and half after you sell it to the deliveries. And if you need it, I know people to deliver it to.
We'll talk after our mission, too.
What is our mission? What are we protecting you
bodyguard.
from?
You are protecting me. And he gestures, even with his leku, they kind of gesture his robustness.
Obviously, a worthy mission.
I have had some disgruntled workers and some business arrangements that have been making my life
I've
a
arrived
wreck.
by this time. I've
So you-
given the instructions and
Okay, so you come down the gangplank.
yeah.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna remind him in front of them. It's like, yeah, nobody gets on this ship, Reggie.
Okay, and then you close the ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like, and I'm gonna turn around. It's like, and I highly recommend no one try to board this ship without my personal invitation.
And he just kind of looks at you and his leku do this like sexy winky gesture and go, your pilot's quite attractive and skilled, I see.
Yeah, is he saying also anything else?
No. And
That's
he,
what contributes to the high price.
he looks at the hut and says, perhaps she be for sale.
Sadly, I do need to fly places, so no. But almost everything else is.
I am not for sale, period.
Okay.
Almost everything else
And
is.
he kind of gives this cordial when you say you're not for sale. And what is your name?
Are you going to give him your real name?
Yeah. Ovasu.
You're not giving him what... And what clan are you with, Ovasu?
Doesn't Ovasu mean clanless?
No, Salwa.
Her
means
last
clanless.
name is her clan's name, or clanless in this case.
Salwa.
Interesting. So, my friends, this is Tivor. He has also been hired to protect me. The human has been quite useful so far. I have been having some business disagreements with some ex-employees, as well as some issues with my workforce. And I need some extra security protection that I can trust. And of course, trust can be bought with credits, correct?
Well, with your credits, you can ensure our trust.
Because
That's a good line.
I like you, Hutt. I really do. Perhaps one day I can deal some spice to your clan. Profit for both parties.
Oh, see, what's spice?
The drug?
Drugs. Drug. Real.
Full
R-Y-L-L.
time.
It's the.
Cocaine.
It's the.
Your planet sucks. Just saying.
That's why she left.
I mean, it's.
Yeah, because I left of my own accord.
Uh-huh. I mean, it's
No
just
standing.
slavery. Ew.
Yeah.
But at least there's no giant worms that lay spice poop.
Two
Oh, no,
That's true.
no.
titans of
Okay,
industry.
mark the air quotes. No, we don't have slavery. No. We have indentured servitude.
Exactly. They will be able to work out, and when they're in 20 years,
And
when
you
they're
may
a
be-
citizen, they'll have stored up some money from when they're working.
Yeah, you
It's a
just might
great
be
deal.
forced into it.
You
Well-
owe your soul to the
Well,
company. To
whose fault is it if they can't pay and have to go back into servitude?
Exactly.
Moving right along.
Okay,
Yeah,
so basically, You
start
see him.
venting space and
He goes to one of his assistants who had the jammer. They're turning it off, and he basically is taking off his robes. And he yells at the guy to open a bag, and the guy opens up a bag and pulls out another set of robes, but different color. More tan compared to the dark ones he was wearing.
desert motif.
And he starts putting on the tan robes and basically strapping some straps down so it kind of changes his body shape just a hint. And one of his other assistants puts on basically
To look like him.
Exactly.
yeah,
A
yeah.
padded suit, and then puts on the robes he was wearing, and then basically does a fairly competent job of looking like him and pulling the cowl over his
They're pulling
face.
a Padme.
Yeah.
Exactly. They're
So
doing
you
the
selling
old
any
switcheroo.
sombreros here to
Yeah, on the way out,
not die
we'll buy
from the
some.
sun?
Okay,
Yeah.
and
What is
and
an environment suit cost here? We get up.
you can actually get
Well,
it
have
pretty cheap.
him. I thought we agreed that he would be paying for
Oh, is he paying for it?
expenses. So
I mean,
that's
in
an
reason.
expense that
In
He's
reason.
willing to
And
pay
that's
for
within reason.
expenses. But
This
if you
is
want
not
environmental
something-
gear, you don't need environmental gear.
We can. We
Oh,
can.
I'm sorry, I meant just clothes for the desert.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, we can like expenses so that we don't die in the sun. That's it. But
He will feed you and water you. He doesn't mind if you're running at negative
temperature.
rolls.
Okay, so what is the...
I already have.
Let me find it for you, because what you're looking for is adverse environmental gear. It's
I
about
already
500
have it.
credits.
500 credits.
That's my armor.
Yeah,
I already have
there
it.
you go.
So subtract 500?
I have armored clothing.
I have
Okay.
armored clothing.
So as
Well,
he,
that doesn't...
yeah,
You're gonna suck.
You all laughed when I only added
You're
one.
miserable.
You all laughed when I only added one soak,
Okay.
but now I have.
So
a
what
soak.
is...
for
What are the,
500 credits, I can get.
yeah.
what is
Okay.
what is adverse environmental?
It adds one soak, and basically it lets you not die in the sun.
If you're wearing that as your armor, yeah.
Okay, so soak is...
So for adverse gear, it's soak +1,
I,
which
I
would be
have
at the
it on
top
my
here.
character sheet. I'm
Okay.
proud of myself.
So if you're already wearing armor, this
Yeah.
isn't. You'd have to swap your outfit.
Okay, so
Okay.
adverse...
I assume my gear's modified because I'm a Hutt.
Yeah, it's a Hutt version of it. Okay, now Tibor, are you going to
So
buy
adverse
some too? 'Cause
environmental
you're-
gear is one soak.
It adds one soak, and it has one hard point.
So
And
that's...
one what?
One hard point if you
If
want
you
to make a
wanna modify
modification for it. You can always modify it in the future.
Well, I want to sell my padded armor and get that cool cloak that's armored. Smuggler's.
Oh, the smuggler's coat.
That's like 2,000.
Yeah, that's really expensive, but it gives you amazing. Dude, frisk me. I got nothing on me. He's talking about gear that's in the smuggler's.
I gotta save.
Man,
I gotta
want that
save.
too.
It's basically
Like a
a
cloak with
trench
many
coat
pockets.
with dozens of pockets and
I gotta
padded
save
stuff.
an extra 1,000
Okay.
to get the super
Okay.
amazing
So who
lazy
all
gear.
is buying the,
I am.
Okay, so Tibor, are you doing it?
Sure.
How
Okay,
many creds is it?
500.
500.
You guys can
I
afford
feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
And the
actually,
Twi'lek's like, it's kind of nice to
Yeah.
finally be out of the humidity.
I'm impressing people because I came prepared. I
Exactly.
already had it.
And he basically,
Are you kidding? I'm on friggin' guard.
Don't go anywhere without somebody else. Just saying.
so you are
Keep
the
the
pilot.
group together.
And he gives you a plastic sheet while he's getting his little disguise set up. And, on the sheet, basically, it's a map. These are
So
where.
I can put it on my comm link and
Okay.
on my slicer gear.
Okay. He's actually kind of impressed when he see you pull out your slicer deck. He's like, this is the location to the Ryle Mines we'll be going. It's one of my newer facilities. Unfortunately, people know I come and go between there, so we're going to use a decoy tactic to have my most commonly used route taken with my employees. And we'll be taking a land speeder in a separate direction.
All right.
Hopefully to avoid any
Imperial
confrontations.
entanglements? Sorry.
And he basically gives you the little data stick for the hover vehicle. He's got a 8-man hover truck,
I got
basically.
planetary driving.
Or
piloting.
a 4-man and a Hutt.
There you go. With the Hutt lounging in the back seat. Okay.
I'm on my soft belly.
Okay, so I'm assuming Tibor you're coming with?
Yep.
Okay. So in the seating arrangement, just so I have a clear image of it, it's a little
Driving.
2-man vehicle, or 2-seat I should say, and then there's sorted cargo.
Can I fit in the seats?
You can actually fit and lounge in the seat next to you as well. You can kind of fit. You'll take up a little more than one seat.
Alright.
Okay, so you're piloting?
I'm piloting.
Okay, Ovasu's piloting. Who's taking who's riding shotgun?
I'll ride shotgun.
Okay. Now remember, look at your character sheet. What weapons do you have?
I have.
It's on the back of the card there.
There isn't any gunnery on the ship, is
I
there?
have
No, it's just a transport vessel.
my light blaster pistol and my vibro knife.
So you may want somebody with a rifle to shoot the right shotgun.
Well, I have both blaster carbine and an OK.
You're the
carbine.
closest.
Maybe,
Okay.
but maybe I
Really
should.
yeah.
But
So-
I'll just say, like, I get a bonus when I shoot from far ranges. and
I'm
my
missing the
range is
stats
large.
on my
Thank you.
TR5
Actually,
blaster carbine.
well, that would be good for you to sit in the very back seat, so that way you could sit up and shoot over everybody.
I'm missing the stats on my TR5 blaster carbine.
I'm missing the stats on my nuclear laser cannon.
I'm missing the stats on my world-destroying
Laser.
move.
Well, I assume it's ranged heavy, but I'm not sure because my OK98 blaster carbine is one of them is the what's called the Intimidator or something.
Okay, so what's the weapon you're looking for?
The TR5 blaster carbine.
My man range is long, and I get a bonus when I'm shooting. from
Yeah,
far
we
range.
should put you in the. You'd probably be more comfortable in the back too.
Well,
You can lounge.
As he should.
This is what I get for letting you guys pick from all the different books instead of just one book.
Right, because I couldn't find it.
no, that's a problem.
Which one is the Intimidator? The OK98 carbine, blaster carbine, or the TR5?
That's a really
Because
good
I don't
question.
know what the stats are.
Maybe
Kerrie.
we should go through.
No, I'm
maybe
Kerrie.
we should-
being patient.
Patient, you.
I am being
patient.
patient.
Okay, the Intimidator's in this book right here. So you can answer
So
that
which
question
number?
there.
All right, so she'll sit in front.
Okay, so who's going to take?
How do you know it?
Read. See the one that says Intimidator on that page right there? About
Perhaps.
halfway up the page?
Oh, there it is.
I should sit
Oh, it's
with
IR5.
our client.
'Cause I'm
Oh,
thinking
it's a
you're-
blaster
or not.
pistol.
Sorry.
I was saying perhaps I should sit with the client and talk more about this spice deal he was talking about.
Okay, so you and the client in the back seat?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, it means less bodies, more bodies in front of him, so he won't get shot.
Okay. So which side does Nirr want to be on?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Driver's side or passenger side?
I don't care. Wherever you move.
Okay.
I'm indifferent.
Tivor, which side are you picking? You gonna sit in front of the client?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so pretty much as soon as you guys start pulling out, all of the vehicles have his mining company's logos on the side of them. And this convoy that's pulling out of about 5 vehicles, his look-alike is in the first vehicle. And of course, you see some folks, they start, hollering and start, literally, it's the rotten fruit situation where they're throwing
I
rotten
see
fruit
you're very
and
well
rocks.
liked here.
And the whole time he's kind of leaning over towards the Hutt with his cowl down really low, acting really subservient to the Hutt. So go ahead and give me a planetary pilot against 2 purple because people are basically being protesty.
A shame that they can't. They don't respect expansion.
Okay, so Tivor, are you gonna do anything? They're throwing fruit. It's landing in your rotten fruit rocks.
So,
You can throw a rock back.
Sure.
I got 3 successes and 1 advantage.
Okay. So you're easily actually peeling around the crowds. You're having no problem avoiding the worst of the crowds, even throwing stuff at you guys.
So I'll
Okay.
just. I don't
Where
want
am
to hit
I?
anyone. I'll just want to throw it
Where
at
did he
them.
place me? I've got
Okay,
a right
so
one.
say it a
Get
little.
them away.
You're
Say
up
it a
with
little
me.
louder. So
Okay,
basically, you're throwing whatever's landing in the vehicle back.
Yeah.
Okay.
shame. It's a shame they can not respect expansion. Speaking about expansion, you were speaking about some trading our ship could do for you.
Ah, yes. So once
That
we
segue, though. Just want to
Yes.
point out that segue.
once we conclude this business, I actually am known for part of my business is I am, of course, a mining entrepreneur, but I know certain loan officers that can assist in helping smuggler crews afford to purchase spice at half price, and I can arrange delivery locations with buyers. And once you get the payoff, you'd merely send me the other half of the credits that you would owe me. And of course, if you are
And
low
I
on
assume-
finances, the loan officers can provide loans.
And I assume you would have clients already waiting for these.
Exactly. I could arrange selling of spice to you and your crew, as well as prospective clients who would be ready and willing to purchase it upon your arrival.
And how much does this spice go for? I'm not in the trading business yet.
Yes. Well, it truly depends on the type of spice that you're looking to get involved in, but for the most part...
The paprika trade is particularly
Cayenne pepper.
That was my nickname.
Basically, a 100-dose cargo container sold on pure market value is good for at least 4,000 credits. Wholesale, of course.
Can I roll just to try to be charming? Not like
Sure.
against.
You're trying to. It's basically going against his discipline, which is a red and 2 yellows. I'm sorry, red and 2 purples.
I'll take
Purples.
Wow.
I'll take them.
What? This guy's a financial
I
entrepreneur.
was heard but 2
Let me
yellows, so
spend
I was
a-
like, what?
No, that's good.
Oh, so you just upgraded one of your greens to a yellow. Nicely played.
Oh, so weird. Yeah. So
Not very
threat
charming
and
right now.
A threat and what?
failure. So,
Threat and a failure?
or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being too.
You basically you're trying to be really suave with him, really suave, until you make some comment about, hey, I could sell your children into slavery in Hutt space and offer you a good deal if you offer me a good deal on spice. And he
Where do you usually go?
things kind of go south.
Yeah, can we kill something?
Things kind of go south in your conversation.
Where do you usually
And
go?
he just decides to take a little awkward pause moment of, I'm just going to look at the desert as you guys take out, because your pilot, thankfully, when you get out of town, finally pretty much opens up the engine on this thing, and she is really flooring it.
That's how normal discussions go. You could do us a deal, I could do you a deal, I could sell your children into slavery.
Yeah, it did go south real quickly.
Yes. Sometimes this just happens. So while it's happening, all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but Delaf basically taps the seat in front of him to Tivor. Mm-hmm. Now remember, Tivor, it's the same arrangement as they're getting as you are, so make sure I make it to the end of this week. And if you get the chance, I want you to personally slit their throats. And he looks around and goes, Not you, my friends, but the folks that are causing me struggles at the moment. Tivor was contracted to make sure that they die if they show themselves.
You're an assassin.
It's bad for business for me to allow someone to threaten my personage and not reply in kind. I am paying Tivor.
No, we know his children are fine.
Yuck,
yuck.
And he just kind of scowls at the hut.
Yuck.
I wish their heads to be mounted on pikes outside my mines. Okay. Your vehicle's, you're thrumming along. You're going a nice, safe course. You're seeing, the very worst that is of the planet Ryloth. Okay, so all of a sudden you go to a small canyon area, and he says, now go very slowly because this canyon here is very treacherous. Most folks don't cruise around this area. It used to be used for an old smuggler's den until some of the lilacs moved in, and we want to be very calm and very quiet.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we roll to see stuff looking at?
Oh, you want to take a look? See, go ahead and give me a perception.
Surveillance, vigilance.
Perception.
Wouldn't it be more vigilance there?
You're looking out. Vigilance
Vigilance
is
is
initiative when you're
passive.
on guard.
Okay.
So that would be a roll initiative. You're all being vigilant.
What I got is vigilance is like
Against
when
what,
you're
2
being on guard.
purples?
Yeah. It's going to be against 2 purple. Yep.
Okay, now in this situation, it actually makes sense not to roll, thinking about the dice mechanics, because I have a very good chance of failing, and in this game, failing doesn't mean you fail. It means other bad things can happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to roll because it
Like
doesn't
I
make
sell
sense.
someone's goods into slavery.
Yeah.
You know how it usually
Go ahead,
happens.
try it. I'm going to try.
Basically, unless you have a good chance of rolling,
You're
there's
in
no
the
reason
front
to roll.
seat anyways.
Yeah,
so
you're riding
maybe,
shotgun. You should be looking at the horizon.
Well,
Oh, she got 1 success and 1 threat.
1 success and 1 threat, yeah.
Okay.
You
And
see
you're
them,
not gonna
but
do
they
one awareness?
see you.
You know what? So hold it. Awareness.
You said it was
Perception.
Well, I'm driving, so I kind of have to, don't I?
But you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You're keeping your eyes on
I'm
the
just
road.
like, yeah, I'm.
Perception would be you're scanning the horizon, you're looking in the shadows.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
One threat, one success.
Okay.
One
Paying
threat, one
attention
success.
to-
So pretty much you do see something when you guys come around one of the bends inside the canyon. All of a sudden, out from the distance, you hear a crack, and you see there's a collection of 3 rocks that are piled together with a dark shadow on the wall behind them, about 10 feet high. And all of a sudden, a laser crack blasts out, hits the rear part of your engine on your truck.
What?
So I saw
Yes, you saw that. You saw. You know exactly where the shot came
Okay.
from. Whereas everyone else, you're in the vehicle, and all of a sudden, wah! And
Is that,
So she
what
goes first, and then the rest
what
of us
range
go.
was that? Is that
it is actually at long range.
long range?
I
Okay,
assume
my best is at medium range.
I'm supposed to assume I'm going to have to roll
Give me.
piloting to
Well, I will give it to you that you can land it without
safely.
destroying the vehicle.
Okay.
But all of you give me a coordination check.
Coordination. check.
Coordination.
And it's going to be against 3 purple.
3 purple.
3
Really?
purple. You're basically going in for a crash landing. So, your coordination.
3 successes.
2 successes.
I got 3 successes,
Agility,
3
which
threats,
is 3.
I got an success.
and 1 failure.
So basically you roll that.
No, an advantage. I got
2
an-
successes.
I got an
Okay,
advantage.
so the Hutt makes 2
2 successes and 3 threats.
Okay.
Hold on, Trevor.
Okay.
Okay, so Kerrie, what did you
No,
get?
that's okay. I got 1 advantage.
Okay.
I got
Ovasu?
2 successes but 1 threat.
Okay.
So I guess either the ship will take
Okay.
a strain or I'll take a strain.
Trevor got 2 successes and 1 threat.
Okay.
I just got
So do I take a strain?
For you actually are taking a strain and you're ejected from the vehicle, taking 1 wound.
Right, he succeeded though.
He made 3 threats.
Well, still succeeded.
Two
The
successes.
success
You
means-
succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay, so you. Sorry, I thought you just had 3
Take
threats.
1
so,
strain.
so basically, take 2 strain.
Okay.
Well,
So you managed to hold on to the seats, but you're like, oh shit.
You see, the pudge is calm
Okay.
at all times, and so that's why I got 2 successes. I just stayed in place.
Okay.
And your employer, by the way, went flying about 10 feet out of the truck, hitting the ground.
What happened to me?
What? And you had one
I had
threat.
no, I had 1 advantage.
Okay, basically, how do you use your advantage?
As I'm propelled from the vehicle, I roll and
It is on
and
home.
land on the that whole Superman or the whole superhero. Boom.
Okay,
Where
so
you're
you do
like,
that pose where
one
you.
arm on the back, one arm on the ground, the legs crouched.
Well, I'm assuming your arm and the hand in the air is holding your weapon.
Exactly.
Okay, and
I
Ovasu,
got
you
2
get.
successes and 1 threat, so I
Okay,
assume
so
I take
1
strain.
strain. Yeah. So you managed to keep yourself in the seat, crash it down, but you do know that thanks to
Our employers are now outside of the vehicle. We may want to turn around.
well, the vehicle is parked too because it's got a smoking.
Oh, I may have said I was going to sell his child into slavery.
And Trevor, don't forget, Trevor got 2 successes, 1 threat.
Yeah, I gave him the 1 strain since he walked
Okay.
away. And
Puggeta
need
didn't
something
even
for
move.
him.
yes, I was going to use this guy,
Oh.
and he is of course over there.
I feel like Puggeta didn't even notice it. He just-
Puggeta didn't even notice it. He was still making jokes about, ha ha ha, I sell your kids for a good price.
That's the kind of trader I am.
Ha ha ha.
I could sell your paraplegic son for 40 credits. That's the type of dealer I am.
Okay, so basically,
Where is he? He's over there.
he's over
That's our
here
employer?
outside the vehicle.
Where's the bad guy?
The bad
Somewhere
guys are
this-
actually over in this
We
direction.
don't know where.
Long range. So
Long range
Is this a
out.
rock?
I know where.
That's a rock, and these are rocks.
I know where they are.
You know exactly where they are. You spotted where it came from, as opposed to everyone else who will be out here.
Okay, our turn?
Yep.
Okay, so what do you roll?
Cool.
Vigilance.
Vigilance.
No, it's always been
Vigilance.
cool.
Well, cool is if you're in a vigilance is you guys were all on guard. You're
Oh.
expecting trouble.
This is our initiative. Oh,
Yeah.
Purple?
Initiative. Yep.
2
Versus 2
successes.
purple?
No, it's not against super.
No, it's just
the
your.
It's just straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a success and a fail.
2 successes and 2 advantage.
2 successes, 2 advantages. I did too.
Okay, let's see
Same
what
roll.
Trevor's
Well,
is.
slightly different actually. See, because I have the
Lame.
yeah. I have
She's just
actually
making her
on
sound
one 2
cooler.
successes and on one, my green dice 2 advantages.
Now I got 1 advantage.
Yours
one.
was split. Yeah.
So, one of those and 2. And I'll steal my dice back.
Was that a pothole?
I think we hit a crevasse.
Well, first I gotta take my seatbelt off. Making sound
I'm
effects.
going to quickly run.
Apparently I'm in a roller coaster ride.
Apparently. Well, you are a Hutt, so basically the jiggles are still jiggling as the car is coming to a stop.
Watch it wiggle, cool and fruity, Puggeta jump.
Actually, you don't know this. I am a very slim Hutt. Compared to us. Just kidding, there is no such thing.
And that's a great place to wrap it up there. Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll just go as, like, whatever. I don't really need a figure.
So, Trevor, which one did you want to go for?
So I'll take him to work.
You'll play the hired gun?
You want to sit at the table, baby?
Yeah.
Then you have to pick this up and move it right there. How about that? How about that? Everybody watch. Watch Trevor lift this up. This large token of all of the books. Guild halls instead of garrisons.
I would have liked a guild hall.
Yeah, that's the one that they've been promising for a while and they never actually did. Was the
I
guild
remember
hall.
from the guild.
Yeah.
Oh, the guild.
I'm
Make a
so
game of Romacon. Make a game of
why are
Romacon.
there not more seasons?
Because unfortunately the show is over.
Because Felicia Day is too important
Yeah,
to
no,
be
she's
my
too bad.
girlfriend.
Yeah. I love the guild though.
Zaboo!
No, I just all of it. It was
Uh-huh.
just so
I'm totally
freaking
gonna do a
hilarious.
Clara costume.
I think the problem is that Felicia Day is now too important to be my girlfriend, and that's really upsetting both of us.
Felicia Day's just broken up over it.
Yep.
I hope.
Oh, get this! Trevor was telling me. You know how we had the whole Peter Dinklage fan club thing, right? Apparently, when Trevor and Daddy went to the Rush concert,
Screw you.
went to the Rush concert, they always had these videos that play and stuff like that.
Not always.
You know, every concert, yeah, true. Anyways, Peter Dinklage was in one of them, doing one of the parts of the lyrics of.
He was lip syncing Roll the Bones.
Oh, cool. So
Did
yeah.
you see when for like Red Nose Day or whatever he actually did sing? Peter Dinklage.
I
Did
see-
he?
What?
I didn't see
for
the actual
Red Nose
video.
Day. It was
For
that
Red Nose Day, yeah,
Walgreens
he sang
thing.
a song that it was a joke on Game of Thrones and how he's the only person that's still alive. It's pretty good.
Wait a minute, is he seriously, or what the, isn't she still on?
Spoiler alert.
Who?
It was more like he's one of the few. Yeah, Cersei Lannister. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's evil.
Well, she's
Well,
still
we're talking
alive,
from
but
the
that
start. There's
Yeah.
multiple people that are still alive, but
Yeah.
he was just basically saying he's one
Yeah, he's.
of the handpicked.
He better
One
stay
of the
alive.
Well, in
Elite.
the most recent season, we lost a couple more.
Or
So,
did we?
I don't know.
Here's scratch
I
paper
don't
for you,
follow the
Trevor.
show,
No,
but
remember
So
the
you got
fire
the card,
witch?
right?
Kerrie.
Oh yes, you're right.
she's the Harry.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Okay.
want to.
It's like,
So-
I'm trying to tell you, I don't follow, but on MSN the
Let me
other
actually
day.
get you
Everyone
character
keeps coming
characters.
back.
No.
Let me get you characters.
One of the headlines is HBO exec confirms Jon Snow is dead.
He is dead. That doesn't mean he's not coming back.
Spoiler alert!
They also have him seen not having cut his hair, which he desperately wants to do, and
The actor, you mean?
The actor, yeah.
and
He's contracted to
conveniently
not cut his
showing
hair.
up in the same places that they're doing the filming for a lot more time than just say the occasional remembering,
Yeah.
There are many theories.
Like on Walking Dead, they sequester them.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Huh?
since they film all over the world,
Yes, he's totally alive.
You do have
Does
that.
anyone
totally dead.
does
die.
anyone want to color their character
Yes,
sheets,
I
by the
do.
way?
I do.
Thank you.
No,
Yes.
because the things are going to change.
Yes,
he
um,
totally
Actually,
died. I'm not
I'm just
saying
gonna color my
he's not
yellows.
dead.
Totally died.
And
And
just
Maybe
saying
yellows
he's coming
we
he's
can
back.
going to
stay.
come back. He's not coming back.
he's pretty
He's
dead.
dead.
I'll color my yellows.
No, he's
got
very dead.
I'm
Very
gonna do
dead.
I
yours
didn't
really
know how he
quick.
died. I didn't watch. I gotta.
You
just
didn't
binge
watch
I got
it?
stabbed so many times.
They pulled a Caesar on him.
Yep.
Everybody stabified him.
Spoiler
We
alert.
realized that we only have like 10 guys left to defend the entire wall. The plan is stupid. He
Wait.
didn't-
Did the fat guy stab him? Because he's my
No.
favorite.
No, that guy was sent away for his own safety.
Good thing, too.
I'm only coloring in the yellows because those aren't
Also,
changing.
can we point out? It was the last episode of the season when remember they
You
were
wanna color
defending
yours in?
My yellow.
the power of being a named character. That fat guy was able to kill like 4
Sam.
barbarians.
Yeah.
Sam.
No, his name. I know his name.
Spam gangrene.
There's no point in knowing their names, he's just gonna die.
But no, that is the power of being a named character.
There's a great-
Sam was able to shoot 3 barbarians with a crossbow.
There's a really good movie.
He also killed the White Walker.
There's a really good movie called Black Dynamite. It's a parody of blaxploitation films. It's really brilliant. But
Isn't that the...
John Michael Williams, whatever his name is. But there's one scene where they're attacking an enemy base, and this guy, as they're going through the jungle, starts
It's
talking
a
about
TV
his
show as
family,
well.
how he wants to get back to
Oh,
everybody.
no,
He's
that's...
like,
Don't say it!
No,
Don't say it!
no, because in movies, as soon as the guy
You say
talks
that,
about
they're
his
dead.
family, and then out of nowhere, this spear comes.
And also, there's a song in the background, but if you listen to it, it's just describing everything Black Dynamite's doing.
Yeah.
And remember
I
how
saw-
they solved the case? They're and Pluto is a planet. And planets. It's just.
Trevor and I were watching Falling Skies, and
Yeah.
the character Pope and Sarah were on this little mission together, and stuff, and they
So
started
it's
talking
talking
about
about
having
kids.
kids, and we're like, oh, she's dead.
No!
She is so dead.
So,
Well, that's why the Walsh thing was so powerful, because you didn't expect him to die.
Yeah.
And suddenly he's got a giant thing through his chest.
so last.
On the leaf on the
yes. Yesterday I was watching Watchman. Yes, I'm the one that watches the Watchman.
Who watches
Hey,
the
I've
Watchmen?
seen that movie.
There you go.
Okay, then we're all the ones that
So,
watch the
Trevor, I
Watchmen.
marked your important
Okay.
skills here. So
And,
when it comes to rolling your skills,
It was so funny.
the
because
colors will
to-
tell you what
spoiler,
dice to
or
roll.
Kind of spoiler.
Okay.
You know, when they're like, oh, all
when you're
these people
shooting,
have
I'll tell you
cancer
what
because of
the
you.
purples are,
And the girl
but
shows
you'd
up and
know
like
that
pulls
for
off the
your
was
melee
watching it
or
on
your
cable
light
TV,
gun, you'd
so
roll
it
these
goes,
dice.
Damn you.
Okay, your
Damn
light
you.
blaster
That's a
pistol
replace- and it was
does
high
5
pitch. It was
damage.
really fun.
So when you roll,
I love it when they do
you
that.
need one of these
Like,
at least to
seriously,
hit.
that's what they're
Any
really
additional
saying.
one will be plus 1 to your 5 damage.
And I'm like,
so this
this
roll will
is
be 6 damage
Watchmen.
plus 1 advantage.
There are so many
What they do
scenes.
about Dr. Manhattan?
You're just gonna just
I've
go
actually
along with
They've
not
just
seen
okay.
it.
Okay.
Because there he is in all his blue glory.
Well, they blurred that.
Full frontal male nudity?
Yep.
They took out.
Whoa.
It's on cable, and there were so many commercials. The 2-hour movie, even with some scenes taken away, was 3 hours.
Yeah. it's-
Luckily, I recorded it and then watched it the next day.
So you can just
Able to
pass.
skip over, but they cut out the scene where in the plane ride to Antarctica. They cut out the scene, a couple of scenes with Rorschach in prison.
I like him.
I
Yes,
know, it's the
everyone
best.
does. And
He's
they did
really
the.
cool. Huh?
That role brought him back.
Yeah.
What I find so funny is there's so many scenes in Watchmen that are just horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the
This is
opening,
when I
That's
saw
why I
it, I'm
haven't
like,
watched it.
in
I'm
the
like,
opening scene with the song. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Then and then even in the scene that I was telling you about, they asked, like, are you a god? And he's like, I don't think I am. But then they had to edit it, so it goes, damn you. Gosh damn you. Which is really great, because it was a whole different pitch.